One evening, in the waxing hours of the summer night, a tall man knocks at your door. "I'm in need of help," he says in common. "My home, it was destroyed by an evil necromancer. All my friends and family are dead, or worse." He begins crying, and so you welcome him into your home. He looks around and asks if you live with anyone. "No," you say. "My parents died many summers ago and left me this farm." The man takes his hands from his bawling eyes, and now you see his pupils are white like ivory. "Perfect," he says, now with no stammer or wailing from crying, instead clear and menacing. He takes the cloak off his back and begins to transform. His body grows to near the height of the ceiling, changing colour to a blue-green hue. His face spurts horns, and his nails morph into black claws. A nursery rhyme runs through your head as you realise the horrible truth. You have encountered an Oni. The nursery rhyme is: lock your door, blow out the light. The hungry Oni haunts the night. Hide and tremble, little one. The Oni waits to have some fun. Hear it scratching at the door. See its shadow cross the floor. The sun won't rise for quite a while. Till then, beware the Oni's smile. So first let's talk about what the monster manual tells you. So the Oni are boogeymen. They're used to threaten children into behaving, but with some unfortunate souls, they know that these monsters are actually real. Oni are said to look like demonic ogres, which have blue-green skin, dark hair, a set of short ivory-coloured horns, black claws and black teeth. That's their base form. For Oni have the ability to magically change shape and take the form of any small or medium-sized humanoid. During the light of day, Oni are said to use this shape-shifting ability to gain the trust of its potential victims, disguising itself as a traveller or a tradesman. This allows the Oni to plan its attack and how it can abduct and devour the humanoids it comes across. Oni are devilishly said to find the flesh of babies and infants particularly delicious. Onis have an affinity for magic, so much so that they're sometimes referred to as ogre mages. The Oni covet magical items and sometimes work for evil wizards and hags in exchange for useful magical items. Oni are also said to have regenerative abilities like a troll, the ability to fly without wings, and innate spellcasting, allowing them to cast Charm Person, Cone of Cold, Gaseous Form, and Sleep. Next, let's talk about what the Monster Manual does not tell you. So, in previous editions, there were sub-races of Oni, the quote-unquote Ogre Mage, the Gozu Oni, and the Meizu Oni. First, let's talk about the Ogre Mage. Also known as the Oni Mage, they were a skinny, blue-skinned version of what we now call the common Oni. They stood 10 feet tall, weighed around 700 pounds. Ogre Mages have the features of a common Oni, mentioned in the previous section, but also have some specific lore. In the Forgotten Realms, Ogre Mages were hunted for their body parts, which are used as potion ingredients, such as their black teeth being used as potions of gaseous form. Their blood could make potions of healing, and a quote-unquote special gland could produce potions of growth. Another type of Oni was the Gozu Oni, which was said to be the most powerful type of Oni, at CR9 compared to the common Oni CR7. Gozu Oni were shorter and weighed less than the common Oni, standing 9 feet tall, weighing 350 pounds. Gozu Oni had bull heads and skin which was grey, orange, or purple. The dress of the Gozu Oni was flowery ornamental robes, as well as well-maintained armour. They're said to be as strong as a hill giant, and they use this strength to gore opponents with their horns or to swing powerful weapons like a naginata. The Gozu Oni were said to have supernatural sight, allowing them to see invisible objects and creatures. Gozu Oni were originally said to live in Karator, also known as the Eastern Realms in the setting of the Forgotten Realms, and were said to serve the Celestial Emperor of the Celestial Empire. Meizu Oni were the largest variety of Oni, weighing in at 1,000 pounds. They are identified also by their distinctive horse-shaped head. Meizu Oni are incredibly strong, with the strength of a stone giant. They were skilled warriors, wielding weapons from polearms to swords, to tridents, and even whips. Like the Gozu Oni, the Meizu Oni had the ability to see invisible objects and creatures. The Meizu Oni also served the Celestial Emperor, and in battle, they would command Gozu Oni. Next, I want to do a section that I haven't done before, but I think in this case it makes sense, the IRL mythology. So Oni IRL are a Japanese mythological creature called a yokai. They were believed to live in caves or in mountain ranges. They are known for their superhuman strength and said to wield the power of thunder and lightning. Oni were typically portrayed as hulking figures with horns and a third eye in the center of their forehead. Oni were also portrayed as having red, blue, black, or even yellow colored skin. Oni were typically male, but there were some female Oni called a Yamauba, Yamauba, which existed. So just like in D&D, in Japanese mythology, Oni were able to change shape into humans to hunt and kill and cannibalize them. Although Oni are considered monsters, they are also said to bring good fortune and wealth. So in conclusion, the Oni is a powerful henchman or muscle for a mid-tiered adventure. It has complex and interesting lore and abilities, which makes it flavorful and believable. I really like the older variants on the Oni, detailed earlier. I feel like they could have been featured maybe in Big Beats Glory to the Giants, but alas, the standard Oni is the only one we get in 5e. Overall, this monster is interesting and thematic, but it misses that special X factor that makes for big bad evil characters. I give this monster a 17 out of 20. Now, this creature was suggested by a commenter. If there's a monster you'd like to see me make a video about, leave a comment. Thank you.